And to update everyone, we have got 525 registrations till now.
Krishna, you should also use that headphone.
Welcome everyone. It is very heartening to see the numbers. People are joining in. Numbers are increasing. So we'll wait for another 2 minutes. Then we'll start, sir. Let everyone join in. Then we'll start.
Yeah. Johnny, you have to unmute. Yeah, it's okay.
Abdulji, might be you will get it now because he has adjusted the volume.
Chadanji, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now it is clear.
We can start. Sorry.
I've seen Subhash Verma.
Where?
He has joined. I think he's.
Oh, he has joined.
He sent a message that.
Subhash is here. Yes. All right, welcome friends, and on behalf of ADTOI, I am welcoming you all who are here present today. My name is Chetan. I am General Secretary of the association ADTOI, that is Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India. I'm very pleased to share this. We have got 525 participants registered for this webinar. And apart from our own members, I can see a lot of new names and new members who have shown their interest to join this webinar. And if I am looking at the participants list, I can see a lot of members who have already joined. So thank you everyone for joining in. And hopefully today is a great session on Kerala and especially unseen destinations in Kerala. We all know Johnny is with us. Johnny is our chapter chairman Kerala, also CMD of Intersight Holidays. Most of us know about it. Very reputed and renowned company in Kerala. We all know Mr. P.P. Khanna, our own president ADTOI. Mr. Ashish Sehgal is sitting, who actually working hard for arranging all these webinars and education session for members. So thank you, Ashish, for all your hard work. We have got 230 participants who have already joined in. By the time they join, I would like Mr. Khanna to share his views. And just to update all the members, we'll give the presentation. Mr. Johnny, he has his colleague, Mr. Krishnan, who will be giving the presentation to all the members today. The duration of the presentation would be around 40-45 minutes. And then we will take up the question and answer round. If anyone has any question about the destination or to any of the panelists, please feel free to write your questions in Q&A column at the bottom of it or in the chat column. Or you can raise your hand. We can take the people live at the end of the session. So this is the general we do our webinars like. I would request Mr. Khanna to share his views before we start on the presentation. Mr. Khanna, please.
Okay, thank you, Chetan, and thank you, Mr. Johnny Ibrahim George, our chapter chairman for the Kerala for a long time, and as everybody knows that he has been 2 times KTM chairman also, and he's also a part of the National Tourism Committee of India and on the board, as well as the MD, as Chetan has said, of the Intersight Holidays chairman and MD, and the thorough knowledge about the industry and thorough knowledge about the Kerala. I need not to say because he's a very senior guy in that respect, and promoting Kerala as a destination. He has different offices in different places all over India as well as abroad also. So looking into that we thought that Kerala is a destination which is really promoted by each and every our tour operator, and is a destination who likes everybody to go there, whether it's a wellness, it's a yoga, whether it's a beaches, whether it's a, hills. If you talk about the Munnar or the lakes or the houseboats, everything is there in Kerala, and backwaters. No need to say, and lot of good five-star hotel, four-star hotel, and category hotels are there in Kerala, all over Kerala. And a lot of people are now promoting the Kumarakam, Alapi, Thakadi, Munnar, etc. But we thought, let us not these are the destinations which everybody knows about that. But we thought, why not do something for our members to know about the unexplored destinations of Kerala also. That was the more actually endeavor to know for each person that they should know about that it is not only restricted to 4 or 5 destinations which everybody knows about that, repeatingly to that. So we requested Mr. Johnny Ibrahim George to showcase us the unexplored destinations which has not been promoted so well in our industry. So today they people are here. I'm thankful to you, Johnny, and your colleague Krishnan and Ashish for organizing this webinar. And I really hand over to Johnny for the presentation. Thank you very much to all participants.
Sorry, but before we start, I am getting little response of people who are saying to speak in Hindi and English. Just for the reference, we will make a mix of it, like Hindi, English, dono mein karenge, because we have people from South who are not actually understands Hindi very well. So it will be both of it. Yes, sir. I am getting a lot of response and questions about sharing the presentation. We will share the presentation and a link on YouTube of this webinar. So after the end of this webinar, we will share the link with you, and you can access the entire webinar later on for your record. And before I hand over to Johnny, I will request Ashish to say a few words, and then we'll start.
Yeah. My sincere thanks, friends, for showing your interest. I think it is a tremendous attendees today we have at this session. And special thanks to Johnny sir for accepting this request, for showing us something which is really, I have seen that presentation in offsite. So I can say that today we are going to see something very new, which according to me. And thank you, PP sir, for supporting this cause and supporting connecting ADTOI, because without your support and Chetan support and the team support, ADTOI is not going to possible. Over to Johnny Bhai for this presentation.
Thank you, Ashish. Yes, Johnny, over to you now.
So thank you, the national leadership of ADTOI, our president PP Khanna, Secretary Chetan Gupta and Ashish Sehgal, for giving us a chance to showcase new Kerala. Everybody knows Kerala very popularly with the common destinations, Munnar, Periyar, Thakdi, Kumaragam, beaches, backwaters, Ayurveda. But today we are coming out with some of the new unseen destinations, unexplored destinations, which we have shortlisted. We have shortlisted around 100 destinations, but for the time constraints, we have shortlisted only 30 destinations, but still we have collected all the destinations which we will be sharing on your request. Today, we are very happy to present Kerala, God's own country, India's tourist destinations, and especially the unseen destinations of Kerala. And this context of COVID, we would like to share, or we would like to address Kerala on a different format. We were all listening and seeing that Kerala as a leisure destination, but we have a lot more to present to you, Kerala on a different format. You are already or seeing or witnessing how efficiently Kerala could manage to control the COVID. So I would like to share some of the few points why Kerala different, or why Kerala today's context, how Kerala is showing. We can say Kerala is the best healthcare center. So in this context, Kerala, I would like to present Kerala as one of the best places to have the immune. We can protect your immune and healthcare. The high human development index, high life expectancy, and low infant mortality. Kerala is being marked as a high literacy of the state, better social security, the better women empowerment. Women empowerment means we can say that Kerala is the only one state who has providing the largest employment for the women. You may be aware of the Kudumbasri, which is having almost 44 lakh women.
Johnny, I'm just disturbing you in between. A lot of people are saying that voice is not very clear and it is buzzing, something like that. So I think all the doors are closed there in your office where you are sitting, something like that, so that people can hear it.
No, there's an echo voice. I think the doors are closed. That is why.
Is it clear now?
I think some people are saying it is clear and some people are saying no, it is not clear. I think we are.
Kanachal, can you wear your? Can you open the door of your office? Maybe the.
Shabanaji, she is on the line. She saying it's not clear, and Jafar is saying maybe there is a problem. Lakshmi, there is a echo voice. As it is a basically, as even I agree with that, it's a echo voice.
Room बंद है ना, आप room open हो जाएगा तो voice echo नहीं होगा.
Can you hear me now?
I think it is clear now.
Hello?
I think. Yeah. Yes, open the room. Somebody is advising to open the room. Yeah.
Let's move forward, sir. It will be better. Yes, Johnny, please go on.
No, it is a.
This is
clear,
better now.
thanks. Okay. Okay, Shabana ji saying thanks. Okay. Now you can go ahead. Johnny, sorry to disturb in between.
So it's fine. So I was just sharing the significance of Kerala on today's scenario, COVID, and how efficiently we could manage to protect the human or healthcare facilities. So I would like to present Kerala with the new unseen destinations and. Yeah, these are all the common factors, fact sheets on Kerala. Most of you know. These are the most prominent destinations which everybody knows on Kerala is Cochin, Kumaragam, Wayanadu, Adirampalli, Varkala, Munnar, Tekadi, Backwaters, Bekal. So now we are going to present Kerala in the unseen Kerala, where you have been and what you have not been seen. A list of potential attractions which remained unseen, and we are showcasing the unseen destinations of Kerala. And I would like to invite my colleague Krishna Chandran to have a more presentation on the destinations. Over to Krishna.
Thank you very much, everybody. I hope I am audible to you.
Yes, but you have an echo voice. I can't understand why it is there in your office. But you speak slowly and with comfortability, so that I think it will be clear. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me take you all to the unexplored and unseen destinations of Kerala. So let's start with a destination in Kannur called the Kawai Backwaters. Kerala is very famous for the backwaters, and the Kawai is the third largest backwaters in Kerala and the largest one in northern Kerala. Kawai is the result of 5 rivers: River Kawai, Kankon, Vanadichal, Kuppittur, and Kuniyan. These are some 5 rivers, and Kauai is a group of small islands near Payyanur. There's a place called Payyanur in Kannur district.
Sorry, Krishna, I'm again
It's
disturbing
located-
you in between. In between, please hold on, please hold on. I think you two Zooms are running in the same place? Are you on the two systems? Two Zooms are there?
No, I'm
Please
only in
switch
one
off.
system.
And Johnny is also on the same system?
1 minute. 1 second.
We are in one system. Only one system.
Because a lot of people are saying they are not understanding what you are saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second.
No, Kishan, your voice is echoing. If you can check on this, there's a lot of echo in the voice. People are not able to understand clearly.
So now the echo is there still?
I think this is slightly better.
Still echo is there or slightly better?
This is slightly better, but echo is still there. If you can work it on, probably everyone can understand it better.
Let's change the seat now. Sorry.
I'm sorry, friends, for this little glitch, but
Can
we're
you
working on
change
it.
your headphones, something like that, so that you know maybe because of
Is it clear now? Sir, is
no,
it
it
clear
is
now?
worst. No, it is worse now.
It is worse now. I don't know. Is it now clear? Sir,
Yeah, I think you should go ahead. Let us see that what exactly is.
okay.
Sorry, Mr. Krishnan, let us start, sir. We'll get to know. Let us start.
There is a voice of some lady who is speaking from, from the back. Can you please ask her to, some lady is also talking and we can hear her voice. Yes, that's okay. चेतन हम
Johnny, you there? Mr. Krishnan, you there? I think they are rebooting again. Sorry, friends. Sincere apologies for this. We have checked the voice before the presentation starts, and we have tested the share screen also. It was working fine, but I don't know how it comes. A little disturbance again. So just give us a couple of more minutes. I think Johnny is logging in again, so maybe the voice gets clear. Just a couple of minutes, friends. So sorry for the disturbance and for the delay. Thank you.
സിസ്റ്റം മാറ്റുന്നില്ല ഇവര് നമ്മുടെ സ്പീക്കറിന്റെ ഒന്നുമല്ല ഇത് കറക്റ്റാണ്
Johnny, let us start. Let us start now, Johnny.
Yeah, is that okay now? Is it audible?
It is audible. Let us start. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Thanks, Sandeep. Yeah, please start.
Yeah, so let's come into the second destination. It's known as Silent Valley. It's a lush green forest over there in Palakkad district, northern part of Kerala again. The state Kerala has totally more than 10,400 square kilometers of forest and has wildlife sanctuaries and national parks in it. Silent Valley is a national park located in the Nilgiri Hills, has a core area of 90 square kilometers, which is surrounded by a buffer zone of 150 square kilometers. The British named the area Silent Valley because of a perceived absence of noisy cicadas. And the story attributes the name to the anglicization of Sairandri. From Sairandri, it became Silent Valley. So that is in Palakkad. So the nearest airport is Coimbatore, and there are government accommodations, forest, general lodges, which is available there for staying. If someone is looking for a star category accommodation, they can come to Palakkad, which is 54 kilometers from this place. Trekking, jungle safari, everything is the activities over there. So now coming up into Chimney Wildlife Sanctuary, which is in Thrissur district. So Chimney Wildlife Sanctuary is a protected area along the western ghats of Chalakudi Taluk, which is in Thrissur district, 40 kilometers from Thrissur town. The sanctuary is spread around a dam called Chimney. The forest departments are regularly conducting trekking and bamboo rafting around this area. It is a good place for wildlife watching. So now coming up into another destination in Trivandrum, which is called Punmudi. Punmudi means the golden peak. Punnu means gold, Mudu means peak. So Punmudi means the golden peak. So it is a hill station in Trivandrum district, popular for backpacking and trekking. Apart from here, we have and various trekking spots. The climate across the year is around, is very pleasant. It's located 55 kilometers northeast towards Trivandrum with an altitude of 1,100 meters. It is a part of Western Ghats mountain range that parallel to the Arabian Sea. KTDC hotels are there. Again, the airport is Trivandrum International Airport. Kovalam, the person who stays in Kovalam or in Trivandrum area can do even a day trip also to this place. So next come to Agastya Kudam. Agastya Kudam, one of the highest peaks in Kerala. It has long been known as a bird watcher's paradise. It can be viewed from a place called Naya Dam in a clear view. Agastya Kudam is also known for its remarkable flora and fauna, especially certain rare medicines herbs are available discovered here. The peak is named because of the sage Agastya, and it is a popular pilgrim site too. So this Agastya Kudam Biosphere Reserve is among 20 new sites added by UNESCO to its world network of biosphere reserves in March 2016. So this is another place where we can do a day trip while staying even in Punmudi also we can do this. Coming up into another place called Vagavantol Waterfalls. This is again en route to this Agastya Kudam. This is a waterfall which we can visit en route to the on visit of Agastya Kudam. Bird watching, trekking, even taking bath also possible there. This is this all places truckers' dream. Often you can find youngsters going there to the area to take sheer purity. So shops and urban elements are very less over there. So That is purely a nature lover's favorite sport. Coming up into our next destination, it's Nayar Wildlife Sanctuary, which is again situated in Trivandrum, almost 35 kilometers away from Trivandrum. It's again close to Polmudi area, where we have told you Golden Peak. So, Nayar Wildlife Sanctuary is spread over the southeast corner of Western Ghats and cover almost 130 square kilometers. The Nayar Dam nearby is also famous due to its many features. It's basically a picnic spot. There is a wonderful, beautiful watchtower there, a deer park, and a land safari park, and a crocodile rehabilitation and research center. So, Nayar Wildlife Sanctuary, of which a dam is a part, is habitat of over 100 species of fauna, which includes elephants, tigers, leopards, etc. One can avail boating facility at the reservoir, which provides a beautiful panoramic view of this entire area. Coming up into next place, which is in Ernakulam district, Mamalakandam, which is close to, on the way to Munnar. It's again a small, beautiful village where you have a small waterfall and streams are there. So this can be easily visited en route Munnar. Coming up into next place called Munro Island, which is in Kollam. Munro Island is located 27 kilometers from Kollam town. Kollam town is a cluster. This Munro Island is a cluster of 8 tiny islands formed by the backwaters in Ashtamudi Lake and Kallada River. There is a river called Kallada also, which flows into the Ashtamudi Lake. So it's also known as Munro Turuthi. It's a bit difficult to pronounce all those names. The Munro Lighthouse is the key attraction in the archipelago of this Kollam. The place is named in honor of a resident Colonel John Munro of the former princely state of Travancore. The island measures 13 square kilometer area. Boating, village walk, fishing, all those are the activities which can be done. Then the nearest accommodation area is basically Kollam. Only Kollam you have 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, all those type of hotels over there available. Hope I am audible now clearly, right?
Yes, you are. Please go on. Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. So now coming up into another destination in Kollam itself, it's called Tenmala Ecotourism. So Tenmala Ecotourism is Asia's first butterfly safari park. So Tenmala, if we translate Tenmala into English, it is called a honey hill. So in English, it's famous for high quality honey from this area. So India's first planned ecotourism destination and was selected by the World Tourism Organization as a premier eco-friendly project. The nearest town is Kollam, which is 16 kilometers away. Asia's first butterfly safari park at Tenmala was built to give a natural atmosphere for the butterflies to breed and grow. So it is called Tenmala. Coming up into our next big attraction in Kollam district, it's called Jadayu Earth Center. Jadayu Park. Next destination is related to an ancient Sanskrit epic Ramayana. Jadayu was believed to be the son of Aruna and a nephew of Garuda, a demigod in the form of vulture. Jadayu National Park, located in Kollam district, is holding the distinction of having world's largest belled sculpture. The park is about 38 kilometers totally. Park is about 30 kilometers away from the city of Kollam, and from Trivandrum it is almost 50 kilometers. Yeah. Apart from visiting the sculpture by cable car, you need to take a cable car to reach into this sculpture. There is a temple also there, Rama temple also there in the top of that rock. So in that place you have to go by a cable car. But Jadayu offers another variety activities like helicopter rides can be arranged over there. Adventure activities like zip line, valley crossing, paintball, archery, rappelling, wall climbing, and it is a best destination for a mice group. So many mice groups come. It is a wonderful destination basically. You have restaurants over there. There are hotels also close by into this area. 5-star hotels, if you're looking for a bigger inventory, you have it in Kollam, which is 38 kilometers away from this place. Coming up into another place called Gavi. Gavi is basically situated in a district called Pattanamthitta, but it is easily accessible from our normal destination, Thekri. So Gavi is another eco-tourist spot in Kerala, one of the must-see places in Kerala. Gavi is preserved in its natural scenic beauty, untainted by the mighty hands of modernity. Gavi is mainly known for wildlife, however, a must-visit place for nature lovers. With more than 260 species of birds, including great-pied hornbill, woodpecker, and kingfishers, Gavi is a haven for bird watchers. A day trip from Tekri by a jeep safari is suggested program for this destination. You need to get a prior approval from the forest department for visiting this place. So Tegri has, Tegri has so many accommodation facilities over there. Even in Gavi also we have forest departments, jungle lodges available for stay. That also can be booked online. So now coming up in another place called Aranmula, which is again in the same place, Pattanamthitta. Aranmula is known as the cultural capital of the district and situated in banks of River Pampa. River Pampa is the holy river of Kerala. Aranmula enlisted by the United Nations as a global heritage site. So the main attraction here, the annual snake boat race on the Pampa River. It is called Uttritadi Vallamkali. So it attracts devotees and national and international tourists more into this place. Aranmula is also famous for its famed metal mirrors. It's known as Aranmula Kannadi, Aranmula mirror, which you can see it in the mirror. It is known as Aranmula Kannadi, which is made out of a metal. So again, staying in Alapi or in Kumaragam or in Konni, I mean that the nearest destination is Konni. There is a resort over there in that place also. But again, Kottayam or Kumaragam or Alapi will be nearest next destination for this. Padiramanal, hope you must have seen, someone who have visited Kumaragam must have seen this island. This is it's basically in Alapi area, Muhamma, opposite Kumaragam. Padiramanal is a small island in the Muhamma Panchayat of Alapi district. Name Padiramanal means midnight sand. Padira means midnight. Midnight Manal means sand. Midnight sand. The scenic beauty of both the sides of the lake as well as one of the island and as that of the island is mind-blowing. It is home to many rare varieties of migratory birds from different parts of the world. So bird watching is an activity over there. While staying in Kumaragam, any of the lakeside resorts, one can easily view this from the resort itself. Again, you can take a boat trip to this island. So Padiramanal is again a destination which is near to Kumaragam. Coming up into Shenture wildlife, it is again in Kollam district. It is again a wildlife resort where you will be able to do wildlife visit, adventure, trekking, nature photography, and everything. There is another destination called Kakaturuthu. It is known as Island of Crows. That is in Vembanad Lake. It is in Alapi houseboat area. Nature lovers, bird watchers like this place most. This destination is listed in the National Geographic around the world in 24 hours travel photographic tour of tourist spot. That is the main attraction of this place. Kakatuyata. Alapi, the people who are staying there in Alapi, even in the houseboat also can visit this place. Coming up into the next destination called Nilikal Kalla, that is in Kottayam district, towards the high range part of Kottayam district. We can do this Nilikal Kalla means a large rock on the highest peak of Western Ghats. You can see in the picture itself, there is a large rock where you will be able to reach up to a place. From there you need to walk and you need to climb up this place. It's 3,400 feet above the sea level. There's a narrow bridge also connecting two hills, which is very interesting. So this is basically a day tripping or an excursion spot, which is in Kottayam high range area towards near to Idiki district. Coming up into the next place called Vaikam. Vaikam is surrounded by the Vembanad Lake. the same water body which connects Kumarakam, Alapi and Cochin. Vaikam embraces travels with beautiful water bodies and serene village life. Besides this, Vaikam is very famous for the Mahadeva temple, which is situated in Vaikam town itself. Famous for its village tours with a lot of activity-based wonder tours. So it's responsible tourism movement is happening over there. Backwater cruise in shallow water body, pottery making, traditional methods of fishing, traditional feast in the banana leaf, lime shell extruding, those sessions, then visit to blacksmith's house, handloom industry, then temple visit, coconut oil extraction unit visit. These are the kind of village activities where normally we'll be able to see in this area. So it is 35 kilometers away from Cochin city. Those who are staying over there in Cochin city can take a day trip to this place, can avail all those activities over there. Even there are few resorts closer to this area also. Coming up into the next place called Kulamavu. Kulamavu is in Idiki district. There is a beautiful dam called Kulamavu Dam, which is a part of Idiki Dam. We can see the beauty of the lake one side, and another side is deep dent, basically. So Paramada is a hilltop there, which is 2 kilometers away from there, where you'll be able to get fresh air and can enjoy a few quiet moments away from the city life. Yeah. So we have wonderful 2-3 good resorts over there. One is called Greenberg, which is very near to that Kulamav area. Then the Idiki Arch Dam, you can have a visit over there. The first picture is Idiki Arch Dam's picture. Then coming up into this one is Kulamav Dam. So Cochin, it's 90 kilometers away from Cochin city. So we can connect with Munnar and Tekadi also in between. So coming up into another destination called Kadamakudi, which is close to Ernakulam. Kadamakudi is basically comprises a cluster of smaller 14 islands. 14 islands cluster becomes Kadamakudi Island shortly. You have so much of activities over there, cycling, walking in the paddy fields, tourist shop experience. You can buy fishes from the Chinese fishing nets and the local fishermen. There are so many places you buy, I cook. So fish eaters will have great time over there. Then there are so many ferry services which is to the nearby islands. So these are the kind of activities which we can do, bird watching and photography. So those who are staying in Cochin or in Charai beach can easily connect with this destination. Coming up into the next one, it's again in a destination called district called Palakkad. It's called Nelliyampadi, again another hill station. There's a place called Nenmara. Nenmara is in Palakkad district. The cloud-crested peaks of majestic Nelliyampadi hill ranges are a sight to behold. The height of the hills ranges from 500 meters to 1,700 meters, and it has an extremely calming effect on all who view it. To reach Nelliyampadi, one has to take a road starting from Nenmara and proceeds to Potundi Dam. So there are 10 hairpin bends, which is very lovely driving towards this place. There are smaller resorts over there for the stay. Otherwise, one can have day trip and come back to Palakkad town for stay. For the stay if they're looking for a star category accommodation. Coming up into another place called Tullairam. It is again in Wayanad, northern part of Kerala. This is actually pronounced as Tullairam Kandi. It is a trekking and bird watchers paradise basically. So the nearest airport is Calicut for Wayanad, you know. Then again coming up into this place, it's Wayanad's best kept secret. It is very nice. It's a green hideaway with picturesque green hills. In the backdrop will leave you wanting for more. In fact, it's so secretive that only the most avid truckers and travelers know of it. Mostly it is an untested destination. And your journey starts from Sujipara. There is a waterfall called Sujipara, which is close to Kalpata area. So you need to start your journey from that place to visit this Tollairam Kandi. Coming up into next place again in Kannur region, it's called Paidal Mala. You can people know this is Palaka and Tattu also. So it's a small hill station tucked in the forest of Coorg, a part of Kerala sector in Kannur district. Paidal Mala is one of the most beautiful peaks in Western Ghats. Standing tall at 4,500 feet, Paidal Mala is the tallest peak in Kannur district. Enhancing hill station with captivating beauty, thrilling trekking trails, and abundance of lush greenery. It's a perfect getaway for truckers. Kannur is the nearest place where you'll be able to stay. We have so many hotels over there in Kannur. Coming up into another place called Kunnatur Padi. Kunnatur Padi is basically a pilgrim place. There is a god called Lord Muttapan. The divinity and purity of this place with its breathtaking beauty has maintained for centuries. Any visitor coming to this area will feel a blessing of Sri Muttapan. That is what we would believe on it. So during the festival area in this forest, they create a sanctorium. It's called Madapura and the Sri Kovil for the festival. So it's 3,000 feet above the sea level. So again, you need to stay in Kannur area for visiting this place. The last district towards the northern part of Kerala, it's called Kasaragod. We have a hill station there called Ranipuram, which is known as the Ooty of Kerala. Trekking and bird watching is the major activity there. The nearest railway station is Kanyanad. The nearest airport is Kannur. Kannur also, and almost same distance to Mangalore airport also. So this is the Talakkaveri Wildlife Sanctuary. It's in Karnataka, and the other part of this Ranipuram's reserve forest is in Kerala. And it is converted into a national park or wildlife. It can be converted into a national park or wildlife sanctuary. Then there are so many animals over there which can be one can easily visit there. So this is known as Ooty of Kerala. Coming up into to the last unseen Kerala product of ours it's Anantapura Lake Temple, which is again in Kasaragod. This temple is very unique in structural aspects, for it's erected in the middle of an impressive lake of 300 feet totally. The lake is gifted with a perennial supply of pure spring water. We can find the ruins of this temple all around the lake, which stand the testimony to the fact that it was a part of great temple complex. You can see there is a lake around this temple totally. So it is basically situated in the lake itself. The Sri Kovil, the sanctorium, and the mandapam and the shrine of Jaladurga and entrance of the cave are located in the lake. The Namaskara Mandapam is connected to the eastern rock by a footbridge, which is only passage to the Sri Kovil. This temple is open for all the religion or for the caste. Bekal is a nearby destination for this. Those who are staying over there in Bekal can have a visit to this temple. Kannur airport is again 120 kilometers. Mangalore is also almost same, 130 kilometers from this place. So this is all about some few unseen destinations which we have found. We've created. There are hundreds of other unexplored destinations and products. The best which we can share with on request. I will definitely request you to kindly get in touch with us for more details. I'll be sharing you the presentation to you. If you can send the email request, I can share you the presentations. Thank you, Chiranji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a wonderful presentation, and I'm sure the members must have gained the first-hand knowledge of unseen Kerala. A lot of new destinations we came across today. Yes, Johnny.
Thank you,
So before
Yes, Johnny.
Yeah, thank you for giving the chance. Sorry, and again, sorry for the little trouble we had the initial stage. So
we
we
have
will
got,
send you the details.
Yeah, for everyone, we will share the presentation and this YouTube link for everyone to watch it later. Those who have missed or not understood properly. But if you're ready, can we take the question answers, Johnny and Pupi sir? Can we take the question answers now? We have got some questions in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before that, Chetan, wonderful Johnny and Krishna for showing these new destinations, new Kerala, unexplored destinations. So, but only the thing is, what I was watching it, I was seeing all these destinations are far away from the airports. And how do the people take, from the airport or from some railway stations are nearby or some road transportations are there? And if they reach by the air, and like the Kannur, you are said to Kannur, to go to Kannur, and after that take a, the taxi, something like that. How do they provide, and how you provide the transportation exactly, and what are the charges are there, something like that, if you can really elaborate on that.
Yeah, PB sir, we have two options. Those who want to stay in the premium resorts, they can stay nearby the cities or the nearby airport. We can go for a day trip to the destination and come back. Or those who want to prefer to have a natural stay with the traditional homestays or smaller hotels, they can stay in the local. Maximum driving hours will be 1 to 2 hours for any destination from any of the airports. So we will give the option to the customer or the operator to choose which place they can say. Or we have 4 international airports. So all the destinations which we have showcased now is near to the airports. Maximum 1 to 1.5 hours, maximum 2 hours.
I mean, a few of the destinations you are saying it is 120 kilometer, 130 kilometer. Do you think that 1 or 2 hours are sufficient? Go by car, something like that? I mean, the roads are fine, it means, because 120 kilometers at least if you see in Delhi, something like that, metro cities, it takes almost 3 to 4 hours. Okay. And but I think, yeah, I know. I'm not comparing with the Delhi, but on the other hand, I think the roads must be good to reach there in 2 hours maximum, 120 kilometers.
Yeah, the only 2 hill stations, we take maximum 3 to 4 hours to Munnar. It's 150 kilometers. It's 4 hours. Rest all the places, it will take maximum 2 hours.
Okay. That is great. All right, Johnny, we are moving on to some question and answers. Lakshmi is asking, is it true that women are not allowed in Agastya Kudam?
Yeah, Agastya Kudam, women are not allowed. Yeah. There is some, you need to take a prior permission to reach there. That is one, you need to take it from the forest department for doing a trekking over there. Women are not allowed over there.
So do you arrange this?
So they're all local operators.
So do you arrange this?
Depends upon.
Sorry, please go on.
No, for the unseen destinations, the remotest area, always the customer has to take a local operator's help. That's why ADTOI platform can support to take the help of the local operator.
Okay. And can we get the permissions easily, or they're tough to reach these places?
This forest department only.
Yeah, it has to get through forest department that we can manage. All of the operator can manage in.
All right. What is Pokali farming?
Pokali is a sort of paddy cultivation. It is available selected places only. It's a variety of paddy. So we can experience Pokali cultivation and farming also.
There's a place which I explained.
Krishna has explained a place called Kadamakudi. It is Pokali farming is happening in Kadamakudi.
All right. Chandani Mehta is asking, for Gavi, we do Tekadi one night. Can we cover both Gavi and Tekadi?
No. See, the traveling from Tekdi to Gavi, it will take 3 to 4 hours. Or you can go from Pathanamthitta also, you can go to Gavi. So it's one movie is exclusively shooted on this Gavi. It's a very nice place to have a stay there. You can go from Tekdi and come back, but we prefer to have a stay there. It's managed by the forest department. We have to take prior accommodation. Very few accommodations, but that is a wonderful experience if you can stay in Gavi.
Okay. All right. Mr. Rajesh is asking, what is the Kerala government policy after lockdown towards tourism in Kerala?
You know that Kerala is managing very efficiently with the lockdown and the corona. So government is giving more priority or more emphasis in protecting the local people. So we are all on the process of interacting with the government to get a safe tourism without damaging or disturbing the local community. So hopefully, maybe this June, July, all of you know that the NRIs are coming, NRKs are coming. Even of India or government of Kerala is not able to predict what could be the number of cases in the month of July. Let us all pray that it can come down and some vaccine should be rectified, and by August we all are ready to welcome tourists.
So we all are looking forward to it. That tourism must come back to its original shapes as soon as possible. Rekha is asking, what time of the year is Snake Boat Festival is held?
Snake boat, no, we have a boat, just like IPL, we have scheduled ISL. That is boat races happening from, boat races start from August, second Saturday of August. It will end till November. So every Saturday there will be one race. It is an IPL model. So we have an opportunity to see one of the snake races from August to September, sorry, November. So every Saturday there will be a boat race.
Okay. Mr. Alan Gaur is asking, what is the best destination in unseen Kerala where houseboat overnight stay can be booked in place of LP? And what is the best?
No, it's all on the backwater. It's starting from Kollam to Kasaragod. We have backwaters. Best place backwater we are famous is Alapi and Kumaram, but the unseen backwaters are even Kawai, which we are first one is shown Kawai, and Mandro Island is near to the Ashtamadi Lake. So these are all the unexplored. So backwaters.
So we will have houseboat over there.
Even other than houseboat, we have small boats which will take you to the narrow canals of the village life, so you can experience the village life also.
Oh, okay. And Mr.
So what are the small boats? I don't know exactly what small boats.
The capacity of it. How much? What's the capacity of it?
That is shikara and the canoes. There we cannot stay. Only we cannot stay, but we can have a ride in the boat.
So how much time it takes to reach there? If it's a shikara, it must be taking 2, 3, 4 hours to reach there.
No. First you have to reach the backwater, then take a shikara boat by rowing by the men. So he will take you 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours. It depends upon how much we prefer.
Okay.
And Mr. Gaur is asking again, which can be the best destination for wildlife in place of Periyar? Like in place of Periyar, which is the best destination for wildlife? Yeah, Johnny?
Is untapped wildlife. So you have to stay in the forest guest house. It's joining with Tamil Nadu and Kerala. So you have more wildlife in Silent Valley. Even Wayanad, it's joining. So wildlife is preferably why we are preferring is it is 3 states joining together. That is a huge wildlife area. So Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala joining these areas.
Pial is saying very beautiful presentation. Thanks, Pial. Paresh is asking, how do you looking tourism activities after COVID? Is there any major changes will be done in tourism? Still, people prefer group tours or they will travel individual, as per the government policy means.
No, it's a big question. Is it to me or is it to PP?
Is it? It is for you.
No, no, it's to
Question.
you definitely.
Because it's about Kerala, no?
I have another
So-
question which I'll ask after your answer.
Yeah. So we have to accept that COVID will be a part of our life. So once it is traveling together with us, we have to keep the distancing, social distancing, and protocols which group tour may not be that much entertainable. Solo tours or small groups or family groups will be definitely entertained by the travelers as well as the community as well as the government. So if we are able to rectify or identify vaccine and put us full stop for by September, hopefully we can start the group tour. Otherwise, all the tour can be solo or small family groups. That is not only for Kerala; it is applicable for all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
And secondly, Johnny, because a lot of people they have in their mind that is Kerala is really ready to accept the clients as well as your hotels are ready for they have done their all the norms and the the hygiene regulations which exactly the government has declared, also the transportation system and the working people or the guides, are they really ready and they know the regulations and the norms given by the government, and how the Kerala has reached and how they can really welcome if the norms are not there. So any kind of a regulations or rules which have been derived from the Kerala government or the tourism department?
No, the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India has announced the guidelines. So definitely, we have taken the guidelines of Government of India and it has been given to Kerala Tourism. They are working a protocol, SOP, standard operational procedure to the tour operators, to the hotels. And Kerala can go alone as a separate. So we have to follow the national guidelines. So hopefully, tourism, we will be meeting the government officials to get a clearance subject to policy of the COVID this thing. Otherwise, if the whole country is in bad shape, we cannot promote tourism. So we have to be very patient enough to take care of the travelers as well as the local community. So let's all pray that by July end we can control the corona.
Right.
Kerala is very strict and specific in maintaining the health conditions. That is why we could control initially. Now, if it is going out of control, it is clear because of the huge arrival from the NRIs and the NRKs. So, but still, government is very strict and people are very vigilant on following the guidelines from the government.
Yeah. One moment, sir.
Next question.
Yeah.
Chetan, can you take this Subhash Singh's question? It is valid, I think.
I will take it. Ashish, one moment. Sir, Padma Gupta is asking, can you please provide some information about Trichur Puram festival? When it is held and any special packages are available for it?
Trishur Puram is happening during the month of May. And the Puram was totally on a mess because lockdown, there was full restrictions. No festival is allowed in Kerala. Only one elephant. The Trishur Puram festival is famous for two. One is the showcasing of the elephants on the two sides and the fireworks. Now this year we celebrated or we followed only with one elephant. So we hope that next year Puram will be a great event and able to show. It's in May, month of May.
That is great. If you can send us more information on it, probably we can circulate to all the members.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And Johnny, a lot of people are asking for the itineraries. Do we have any itineraries to cover these destinations? Probably 2 or 3 destinations in one itinerary.
So we can prepare the itinerary as an extension from the destination. So if you are, otherwise they have to ask only for the specific places. We can plan it in South Kerala, Central Kerala, North Kerala.
Yeah.
Based on arrival for on the ports. So North Kerala we have 2 airports, Calicut and Kannur.
Yeah.
So, Central Kerala we have Cochin, and South Kerala we have Trivandrum. So it depends upon how many days they would prefer, and they have to ask preferably. Yeah.
Yeah, and where they're reaching, right?
Yeah.
How far is the Cochin airport from Wayanad? Like, what is the distance between it?
It's too far. You know, it's if you travel by road, it is almost 8 hours.
Okay.
Why you to Cochin? We can come down to Calicut or Kannur. Then 2 hours flight travel by road from Calicut or Kannur to Wayanad.
Sure. It says Mohan is asking, wonderful new 30 destinations, good presentation. My request to please suggest best itinerary suitable for senior citizen group, one from Kasaragod Bekal. I've got this question, Mohanji. We will forward this to Johnny, and once he got it, the itinerary is done, we will share it with you, sir. Jayatu Art Center, we have to pre-book entry tickets on arrival. What is the entrance fees? So this is Jatayu Art Center. We have to book the pre-entry tickets, and what is the entrance fees?
If it is a group, if it is a group, then we do.
No, if it is only a group, we need to pre-book. Otherwise, we can take on daily basis.
Okay, or this is a
Jadayu, there is one more story behind this Jadayu. Krishna was, with the time concern, he was not able to explain. Jadayu, the bird, you know, the Ravana kidnapped Sita from here to Sri Lanka. By lifting this Jadayu bird, no, he was trying to block this thing. Then Ravana hit a astra, and his arrow and his wings were cut. That's why the bird, Jadayu was also born. So the Ravana cursed, and he asked them to stay there. So that's a legendary history on this. Anyway, it's a story.
Right. Agasti, people have a lot of questions on Agasti. Agasti point पे ladies allowed नहीं है. Means ladies are not allowed on Agasti point. But is there any age limit like 45 years or 10 years, or it is not allowed at all?
So can I repeat the question once again?
For Agasti point, ladies are not allowed. Is there any age limit like 45 years and above are allowed, or 10 years or below the girl child are allowed, or no ladies can allowed there?
Generally, ladies are not allowed, so we will get more clarity on if is there any age bar is there. We will get back to you, sir.
Yeah, that will be good.
But Johnny, tell me one thing. What is the reason behind that? Why the ladies are not allowed?
Why it is no? In Hindu methodology or Hindu belief, Shabarimala ladies are not allowed. But some of the temples it is allowed. Now in Supreme Court, we should ask the leader Hindu belief. No, there is a belief. So there is a belief and a fact, no?
Okay.
Right,
like Sabrimala, okay.
Yeah.
I was not aware, sorry.
All right, Johnny.
You know the belief of that.
Yeah, please go on.
The belief of that particular deity, they believe that the ladies who is having the period time, they are not supposed to place. So we cannot identify which all the ladies having this particular period time. So we cannot make a census on that. So normally that way they have put a ban on ladies.
Right. All right. Moving forward, there are people who have raised their hands and might be.
Age limit normally is age limit from 10 to 50.
They are allowed. They are not allowed.
Hello. Yeah, from the age limit from 10 to 50 is not allowed.
Okay.
So these are all debatable or controversial subjects. So, but noted that it is in case is in Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
चलो
Absolutely.
ठीक है.
Okay, Johnny, I'm
अगला
taking
पूछो
the people have raised their hands and they want to ask you question directly. So I'm taking Mr. Ajay in. Mr. Ajay, yes, sir. If you can unmute yourself and speak, sir. Mr. Ajay, if you can unmute yourself. No? Okay, I'm taking Shabana Mistry. Shabana ji, if you can unmute yourself and speak. Yes, Shabana ji, please go on. Hello? Shabana Mistry.
शबाना जी बोलिए, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. हाँ जी, आप बोलिए.
नहीं कुछ नहीं मैं सुन रही थी.
अच्छा नहीं, आपका क्यों की बात है. हाँ जी ठीक है.
I am taking Dolly Doshi.
दोषी.
Dolly Doshi.
डॉली जी अनम्यूट कीजिए अपने आप को.
Yes.
Yes,
हाँ जी बोलिए.
Good evening. Yeah, I was just going through the webinar in regard to the destinations travel time. When we travel through Kerala, it usually takes a little more time than 2 hours in 120 kilometers because the roads are going through the villages. So the travel time takes a little more to cover it in a day trip. Am I correct? Or you have some other insight for that?
I had the same question actually with Johnny. Initially, I asked that 120 kilometers to, he said 1 or 2 hours. Even I had the doubt, but he says the roads are good, everything is there. Because I have not been to Kerala for the last 3 years, maybe in 3 years, a lot of developments have been done. So Johnny has to answer this. Johnny, please, can you please clarify this?
Hi, Dolly ma'am. Good evening.
Very good evening, sir.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you for your question. And Kerala is not. We are saying Kerala is God's own country. So roads also, we hope that it will be clear. But you can give a little more extension, 2 hours. You can go up to 3 hours. It depends upon the traffic. Normally, our roads are right now. Roads are very good, except hill station. If it is a hill station, I agree with that. Otherwise, we can cover in 100 kilometers in 2 hour time. So normally, but abnormality, it is out of our hand, madam. So we can be on the safer side. We can say 3 hours, if we 120 hours, 120 kilometers.
Okay. One more question I had. Since last maybe 15 years, every year twice I'm coming to Kerala. It's so beautiful. I always have an issue from one place to another place. There is no place where I can have good coffee. So, I would really appreciate if the drivers have marked them and we have decent places where we can have coffee at least. I was traveling from Kanyakumari to Marari Beach, which is a very long drive. The drive was very good, but not one place to have coffee. We only had to have ice creams.
We will shortlist some selected coffee shops which can be stopped, and the government is coming with some of the what we are calling is we are saying is Valiyoram. That means road for tourists. They are identifying some of selected places on a PPP model. Government is coming up with some projects, but still we will shortlist some of the coffee shops, definitely, ma'am.
Okay, last question is that there are a lot of places which could have cultural stops is like some toy shops or local embroidery or sari picking things. The drivers are not really very aware about it. Some are really very good, but most of are not. So, that would promote a lot for the clients which are coming from Gujarat. So we would really appreciate if we could pick up good saris on the way back home as souvenirs and gifts as well. Because the cost of the saris which we get in Kerala and what we get in Gujarat is like a big difference.
So for this question, I have a very we prepared an itinerary. We would like to highlight the sightseeing points or the monuments places. So if we go for a shopping, minimum it will take half a day or 1 day. So when you are sending an itinerary, if you can specifically mention that shopping also is to be included, we can add 1 more day. With smaller itineraries in 1 night in 1 destinations, we will be more focusing on showcasing the places which we have covered in the itinerary. So then we have to have a compromise, either destinations or sightseeing points, or we will give a priority for the shopping. So definitely we will take a serious call on your request
But I
for your
second
future
that.
queries.
2 hours at one sari place is super more than enough for anybody who wants to really shop. Okay, so you give a time, and the husbands are happy because they can't spend more as the time is less, and the wives are happy because they get to go to some place.
Right, ma'am, we can work on this. I think Johnny can work out the
Johnny, agree Dolly man, I am even agree that. And on the other hand, Johnny, you get a lot of revenue out of that. You get employment of that. Once the shoppings are done, a lot of shopkeepers also earn money. So that's I totally agree with Dolly ma'am that exactly there should be a time for the shopping for the ladies. And the Indians are the best shoppers in the world basically, and they are the high spenders in the world. Rather, I will say, use this word. So without shopping, nothing is. आप घूम के आ जाओ, लेकिन बिना shopping के कुछ नहीं लगता कि हम गए ही नहीं है. जब तक वहाँ का एक कोई गिफ्ट वगैरह नहीं दिखे है, तो कुछ पता लगता है कि हाँ जी हम ये केरल से लेके आए हैं. तो ऐसा लगता है. So this is the thing which I think I'm 100% agree with that, and you should make some itineraries, give some time for the shopping.
Right, Oliver, take your point.
Thank you, Dolly ma'am, and sir. We will consider half a day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dolly ji. I'm taking Dipali Vora now. Dipali ji, can you unmute yourself and speak? Dipali, yes, Dipali ji. Yeah.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Johnny sir. Actually, Dolly ma'am, when you said that, shopping, trust me, even I'm from Kerala, and when you travel from Kollam or Kovalam, there's so many shops like Kasava Maluka and everywhere where you can really go ahead and shop yourself. And now, in fact, last year only I have traveled from Kanyakumari to Kollam. There are lots of coffee shops, and you can stop there, have coffees, and in fact, last from 2 years after the floods, things have really changed in Kerala. Right, Johnny sir, if I'm not...
Yeah, please go on.
Johnny
You
sir?
are right, you are right, Diwali.
Because
You
it
will
takes...
identify some branded coffee. Yeah.
I think Krishnan is also next, sitting next to you. I am sure, Krishnan, you will agree to this. And even in Tekari, there are a lot of things you can shop, from saris to spices. We give a lot of time, but then people feel that the time is less with them. So we cannot help on that.
I think, Johnny, you really need to work out on the itineraries once again. Well, thank you, Dipali ji. Thank you for the question. I'm taking Senthil Kumar next. Senthil?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please
go ahead.
Is there any government? I'm from Senthil Kumar from Travel Made Tours Private Limited, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. It's a good session. Thanks for the great opportunity. Is there any official announcement to open the tourism activities in Kerala?
No, not yet. Only we are accepting quarantine stay. So far, other booking is not allowed right now.
Some corporate movement.
Yes, the question is, I have some inquiries. Once the lockdown open, the people are from, some of my friends are ready to travel to Kerala, the nearest state of Tamil Nadu. So once open the lockdown, will you allow to accept the tourism activities for the small groups, family groups?
Once it is open.
Yesterday we had a discussion with the government, so they may allow business travelers first phase, then second phase only leisure travelers. It may take little more time, sir.
How long it takes?
Yeah, it's a government decision, sir. We have to pressurize the government with the proposal. We are on the process of preparing a recommendation to the government. Subject to their approval, it is granted, sir.
Tentatively, it would be on July or August.
Yeah, God only knows, sir.
Today 84 cases.
All right.
Thank you.
We will let you know. Thanks, Senthil, for the question. I'm taking Lakshmi. Is Lakshmi next? Lakshmi, if you can unmute yourself and speak, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, madam, please go ahead.
Okay, I was just typing one thing, that supposing we could list out the number of whatever specialties of Kerala. When she was talking about the shopping thing, what are that Kannadi which you were referring to, Kannadi and some of the typical Kerala saris which are available. So if we could list out them and put it to the travelers, then they will try to, because there are other things which will be available anywhere. So that will help them to shop. Also, it will help the husbands will be happy because they will be spending less on unnecessary items.
Yeah, Aranmula, this Kannadi means it is a very famous traditional mirror that is it's made of metal, but it is equal to Kerala. Now we are recognized and we are giving as a gift, or one of the valuable gifts for as a souvenir to the visiting tourists or VIPs. So it's called Aranmula Kannadi. Yeah, Kannadi means mirror.
I know that.
Yeah, it's made of metal.
But nobody knows about this Aranmula Kannadi. So certain things we can specialize.
Now you are aware,
No, I know Kannadi because I'm from Tamil Nadu. My husband is from Maharashtra. Malayalam ke bariyate vanda.
Definitely I will send one. No, definitely I will send one Aranmula Kannadi to you.
Thank you so much. But then this is a suggestion which I give, that if we could give to the, I'll send you something on mail. And the second thing is, the main reason why I wanted to speak is, Agastya Kudam, is it a jungle? Or is it something like the sentinels of near Andaman? The sentinel type?
No, it is a hill station and trekking.
But I think more than the religious reason, Agastya is a Rishi, Agastya Rishi. And Kudam means Kudam. I don't know because I have done this itinerary. I have done this itinerary some few years back. And according to, I don't know, but I'm not sure. But is it because there's a jungle tribe like the sentinels?
No, it can
Agastya Kudam, I don't know.
No. Agastya is known for its remarkable flora and fauna, especially certain rare medicinal herbs which has been done. The peak is named after the sage Agastya and his popular pilgrim site. A shrine dedicated to him is located here and is frequently visited by devotees.
Yeah, I think
okay,
that's the
so
same.
it's a religious reason why women are not allowed.
Yeah.
Agastya, so it's a religious reason why it is not women are not allowed.
Yeah, it is a
okay.
Thank you.
Lakshmi ji, thank you so much for joining us today at the ADTOI platform. I would like to know your company name and where are you based in? Can you please?
My name is Lakshmi Yevlekar. I am from Interglobal Travels, Thana.
In Mumbai.
Thana, yes.
Right.
The company is 40 years old and I am 18 years old in this company.
Thank you.
Very good. Good, good.
And
Good,
I've done
Lakshmi. It was
Kerala
good to
very,
hear.
a lot of Kerala, बहुत किया है मैंने Kerala.
Very nice.
बहुत
talking
अच्छा
to you.
लगा कि आप अभी भी बहुत यंग हैं, चाहे
Correct.
जो भी उम्र का तकाजा नहीं होता, लेकिन
I agree
दिल
with
दिल हमारा
61.
जवान रहना
I'm 61.
चाहिए. कोई बात नहीं, मैं आपसे बड़ा हूँ.
चलिए we are moving forward, sir. Thank you, Lakshmi ji, for your question.
Anyway,
We
you
appreciate it.
have other queries, take up those. I'll
Yes,
send a
please.
mail to you. Okay.
Yes, thank you,
Thanks a
Lakshmi
lot.
ji. Thank
Thanks
you
a
so much. We are a little short of time. We have already done for 1.5 hours. I am taking last two questions now, sir. One is Mr. Anil Rajput and one is Mr. Rohit Jaiswal. Anil ji, you are on. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Good afternoon, Mr. Abraham. How are you all? Well, enjoying, I believe. We all are enjoying these days holiday.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. I had, just wanted to share with my listeners, from Cochin to Trivandrum, the entire journey for 3 hours is full of shopping areas. And also the opposite to the Sri Padmanabh temple, there is a very big market where the ladies can go for shopping, and just opposite the temple there is a big sari shop with the very good prices. Very good prices are there. Now my just this was the information I wanted to share. The second thing I wanted to ask you, if todi is legally served in Kerala, or one has to take a license for it?
Repeat one more.
The toddy drink, is it legally served in Kerala, or someone has to take a license for it?
No. The government is allowed to function toddy shops. We can toddy from the shops. Even if you are if you are lucky, or if you are going for the backwater cruises, we can get the toddy from the coconut itself. Subject from the permission from the shop. So we will get the natural toddy. The tree topper will climb the coconut and get the fresh toddy.
So that means the first toddy is legal, and the toddy which is fermented, which they drink in the afternoon or in the evening, is not legal.
No, they are supposed to top the toddy and give it to the shop, and from there only it is licensed to sell. There is plenty of toddy shops. Government is giving license. What I'm saying, each toddy topper is attached to shops. So if while it is on the backwater cruise, we can get many people are taking the toddy. With the permission of the shop, we will get the fresh toddy.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Anilji. I'm taking the last question, everyone. Please, we are a little short of time. Mr. Rohit Jaiswal. Yes, Mr. Rohit, please unmute yourself and speak, sir. Mr. Rohit Jaiswal. Yes, Mr. Rohit, please go on.
Good evening to all.
Hi, good evening.
I would like to ask, is there any self-drive? Can we offer some self-drive options?
Yeah, plenty of available.
So what will be the suggested itineraries in that case?
You can send me your available dates or to ADTOI. We can customize the itinerary based on your availability. Minimum 4 to 5 days is required. One to two. If you are taking 2 destinations, ideally it is 4 nights. Is preferable.
No, that is okay. I'm selling Kerala since last 15 to 20th. That's not the thing. And I also had been with you in the FAM. So I just like to know, there are lots of requirements on salary basis, just like the people would like to explore Kerala and all in such a way. So what will be the vehicles that we can make available, and what are the requirements? If you just focus it on.
From sedan to Innova, Zoom cars are available. Any brand new cars are there. Are plenty of operators are offering self-drive cars.
Okay.
That is great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you so much. Friends, yes, sir. Please go on.
Post-COVID, this will be a unique concept of self-driving.
Yes.
The customers would like to travel their own solo. So there will
yes,
self-driving will be more.
Send us the details on the self-drive also. we'll try to publish on the website, and if people are more keen onto the self-drive packages, probably they can contact you directly then. So we have taken more or less all the questions, and I would like to thank Johnny for taking out your time. Thanks, Johnny, for the time. And of course, apart from Johnny, thanks to his colleague, and I would like to thank Mr. Khanna for taking out the time, sir. And Ashish, thanks for arranging all this. Mr. Kishan, very nice, informative presentation you gave today. Thanks, buddy, for your time. And I hope members.
And lastly, I would like to, yeah, correct. Johnny, thank you very much. And after this, this webinar, we have come to know that there is a lot of demand actually in the market still to visit the Kerala, being the God's own country. And I still remember in the school, when we were in the schools, we had, studied about the demand. It is a desire backed by the willingness and ability to pay. So here is there is a demand, willingness to go there also and to pay there also. And a lot of people like said that they want to do shopping, they want to do this thing, they want to do driving, self-driving. So it seemed that it is a very good. So considering that, the face of the tourism has changed, but not the tourism. So we have to keep in mind, it will come back. And definitely we are very sure about that. And Kerala, like a state, they are very, very aggressive about the tourism. And it is really a God's own country where the people of the state are very, very nice, and they know how to, the hospitality, to do the hospitality with the client and even their stakeholders and even their partners. So keep on coming for that, and request that a lot of our all these participants are non-members. So I'll request everybody that this is the time when you can join ADTOI, because domestic tourism is the future for the another, maybe for 1 year at least. So join ADTOI and take the benefits of all these knowledge sessions, which we are doing that. And I hope that after this knowledge session, a lot of people will be able to even promote Kerala as a destination. Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Krishnan. Thank you, Chetan. Thank you, Ashish, for organizing that.
Thanks all, and we will share we will share the link of this presentation and on YouTube, our YouTube channel. We'll share the link soon in your emails. So if you missed anything or want to go back, please feel free to see the link again. Thank you, Johnny, and this ends our session.
Thank you.
Yeah, Johnny sir, thanks a lot, and Krishna, especially Krishna, because he shared a lot of good information, and the presentation was really good to me because it's totally new. I had never seen Kerala like this. Maybe in pictures or maybe in reality. I'm going to go check again. But I have one request to all my audience here. We are available. ADTOI is available on Twitter. Our Twitter is ADTOI Connect. We request you very soon. We are coming up with the similar sessions again. Would you please follow us on the Twitter? You will get the information about the similar kind of webinar we are going to do. Maybe today evening we are going to announce one new session with the Northeast sector. Huh? That's what I wanted to request. Thank you.
Thanks for the information, Ashish.
Thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chetan and PP sir and Ashish, and we are very happy to see that the response for Kerala was so excellent. Yeah. Was sharing the registration almost 500 plus, and today's participation was around 300. And we are happy that so many people are fond of Kerala, and thank ADTOI giving a platform for showcasing the new Kerala. So post-COVID, we will have a very experiencing Kerala. We are using all the participants, and special thanks to participants. Come and visit Kerala and experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Stay safe.